Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and hello if you're new. Make sure that you subscribe before you leave, that way you'll never miss out on another video. Okay, so today we're going to be doing a reading for the next 30 days. So we're going to be getting the energy of what's coming in the next 30 days, some clarity, some spiritual guidance. So what I'm going to need you guys to do is pick a card group number. Card group number 1, or the Tiger's Eye Crystal. Card group number 2, or the Angel Aura Quartz Crystal. Card group number 3, or the Pyrite Crystal, or card group number 4, the Labradorite Crystal. While you guys are making your choices, I do want to tell you guys that these are up in my store right now. A lot of you guys have been requesting for me to make more oils. I did make a brand new Lakshmi Abundance oil. I only made 11, so I'm not sure how much is in stock, left in stock in my store, but I also have these Sri Yantra facial oils. I also have these Kali protection oils that have blue tansy oil in them. It's super pretty, it smells really, really good. Very good for protection and really good for your skin. So these are up in my store if any of you guys are interested. But with that being said, let's go ahead and get started with the reading. For everybody that picked card group number 1, or the Tiger's Eye Hamsa Hand Crystal, let's go ahead and see what the next 30 days looks like for you. All right, so starting off, we have I Won't Cry for You. Okay, so with all the craziness that's going on right now, I feel like the next 30 days for you is gonna have a lot of healing energy. So if you're stuck in quarantine, or even if you are, up in the front lines working at the grocery store, the medical workers, whatever you end up doing for the next 30 days, it's really going to open your eyes to the things that, were causing you pain, and you being able to finally heal it. So everything that's going on somehow is going to give you a lot of closure and healing on a lot of past wounds. So that's something that's definitely coming within the next 30 days for you. The next thing I see here is surrender to inner peace. Now this healing is going to allow you to receive inner peace. So this is something I feel like a lot of you guys have not had for a really long time. It's just to be able to breathe and just to be able to find peace inside of yourself, where your thoughts are not chaotic, where your emotions are not just all over the place. So the next 30 days, it's a time of healing things within yourself that were actually those things that were causing that, an upsurge of emotions and just chaotic thoughts. So in the next 30 days, just really expect to change that aspect of your life. That there's a lot of change coming when it comes to your emotions and your thoughts. The next card we have here is surrender outdated beliefs about yourself. So in the next 30 days, it's like a season is changing. You're shedding old leaves. Sometimes there's a story actually where there was 2 trees, and one of them so excited to shed all of its leaves and just did it with such ease and effortlessness and happiness. And the tree right next to it was so afraid to let its last leaf go. It was so afraid to shed its leaves because it was like, I don't know what's gonna happen. I just wanna keep my leaves as long as I can. And just afraid, so afraid that it wouldn't even let that rebirth happen. It was so afraid that it wouldn't even let the blessings come, because it didn't even believe that there was blessings coming almost, So this is like an aspect of yourself that is going to be, you're shedding away. This next 30 days, you're really going to shed away a lot of old beliefs you had about yourself, a lot of things that originated from your past, that came from your childhood, that came from trauma, that came from everything that you went through in the past, that you actually had a really hard time letting go. That's really going to be finding a lot of healing in the next 30 days. The next card we have here is fighting. There was a lot of inner turmoil. There's been a lot of inner fighting inside of you, and the next 30 days, it's like you still have that passion for fighting, but you're no longer going to be fighting with yourself. Now you're fighting for something bigger. You're fighting for something like you realize what you want from your life. Now you realize, you're finally able to let go of the pain, which means now you're going to be able to allow the good in, and now you're going to fight for the good. Instead of just fighting yourself, for God knows what all the time, you know? The next card that we have here is nothingness. This is a very, very good card because this to me is all about the ethers, which means nothingness, a blank canvas. You're going to create from a brand new place. You're going to create from the ethers. This card is like the card of flow. And when you're in flow, you manifest and attract, you have inner peace, you're connected with your divine self. So expect a lot of these kinds of energies to be coming in the next 30 days. Now let's go ahead and see what other messages came through for you. Yeah, going with the flow. The next 30 days, you're really going to learn to let go and just go with the flow. You're not going to try to resist the changes. You know, whatever is happening, you're just kind of going to be like, okay, let me work with it. And you're going to find ways to adapt to a new lifestyle. You're going to find ways to adapt to the changes, and you're going to find ways to not only adapt, but you're going to thrive in these. You're going to flow with these. The next card we have here is the Rebel. Yeah, you're going to fight back. There was chains on you that you're kicking away. You're rising like a phoenix. Like the fire inside of you is being reignited, but for something good, something better, something that brings you happiness. And also the next 30 days, know that you're protected. You're cherished by your angels. Your ancestors are there. Your spirit guides are there. You know, it's okay for you to reach out and talk to them and maybe even give some offerings, work with them, you know, communicate with them, channel them. They're there. The next card we have here is Uncovering Treasure. Beneath the surface lies great bounty. You're going to be going inwards a lot in the next 30 days, and you're going to find a lot of beauty that you overlooked about yourself. You're going to find a lot of core values that you truly value, that make you really happy, that you had forgotten about, that you had turned a blind eye to. So a lot of self-realization, a lot of, you know, just self-growth and learning is going to happen for the next 30 days for you. Connect with crystals. I also see you guys are going to be connecting with crystals. You guys are going to revisit your old crystals, maybe get some new crystals, maybe be drawn to specific crystals that you are going to obtain. Definitely going to connect with crystals and work with crystals, and it's going to be really good for you. Also clean your space. So the next 30 days is going to be a lot of cleaning involved. There's going to be a lot of just cleansing and cleaning your house, maybe your car, you know, your backyard, your drawers, your bedroom, things that have been put on hold. You're really gonna just want to tackle it and clean it, and a lot of focusing on getting rid of things that are just taking up space for no reason. The next 30 days, it's not just outside cleaning, like not just cleaning your home and stuff, but it's also inner cleaning. You're cleaning your higher self. Your spirit is cleaning and decluttering the things within yourself, which is in turn going to cause a lot of spiritual growth. Another thing that I see is the next 30 days, you're going to find this passion for cooking. I feel like you maybe never really had the time to cook. Maybe you didn't explore it. Maybe, you know, you didn't, I don't know what it was that was preventing you from it. But you really, you're going to have fun with it. You're going to have fun with cooking the next 30 days. You're going to explore, you're going to create, you're going to have fun, you're going to, you know, do it with your family. It's just going to be, it's going to be fun times using the stove, you know, using food. You may be even cooking and maybe passing out food to your neighbors or something like that, like just helping out other people right now with this quarantine. The next 30 days for you is all about spiritual growth. It's about decluttering, about cleaning out not just your physical space, but also your inner space. And it's a beautiful 30 days coming up ahead. So I hope you guys enjoyed this reading and it gave you clarity and guidance. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great weekend. For everybody that picked card group number 2 or the Angel Aura Quartz Crystal, let's go ahead and see what the next 30 days looks like for you. All right, the first card that we have here is Masquerade. So the next 30 days, it looks like masks are coming off, which means, you know, maybe for a really long time there was a front that you were putting. Maybe, you know, you were choosing to show people that you were happy when you're really not. Maybe you were acting like something was making you happy when it really isn't. Or maybe you were just, I don't know, there's this unhappiness that you had and you were masking it. And in the next 30 days, you're no longer going to want to mask it. you know, with everything that's going on right now, this whole quarantine, self-isolation, everything we see going on in the world, I feel like a lot of your values and, you know, what is important to you is changing, and not just changing, but really, really coming into perspective where you're just like, you know what, enough is enough. I can't be doing something that is not making me happy. So yeah, I see a huge like relief, like a huge sigh of relief coming in the next 30 days for you, where you're just taking off this front, this facade that you had been putting on for the world. Surrender your addictions. So this is a card saying that, you know, you were using either substances, food, people, sex, work, something to kind of make it easier for you to put the mask on, to make it easier for you to live with the mask on. And now you're just like, you know, I can't do it anymore. And these things that you would run to, whether it was work, people, substance, whatever it was, whatever you were running to, it's like you're repelled by it, because you're just like, you know, you are the thing that enabled me to keep this mask on my face. You know, even no matter how I was feeling, I had to put up this front. And now, like, those very things that you would run to in the next 30 days, you're just gonna be like, that's it. I don't feel like it anymore. I don't feel like using this anymore. I don't feel like binge watching TV. I don't feel like binge eating, you know, or I don't feel like running to this energy vampire for support. You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely a freeing type of an energy that I'm getting for the next 30 days for you. Surrender to your soul's path. Here I see you finally coming into the person you've always wanted to be, and you're accepting who you are. And it's a lot of inner work that I feel like you've been doing, but in the next 30 days, it's up in the forefront. Like, this work, this inner work is now the priority. And it's like, it's all, you created the momentum, and this next 30 days, you're gonna see how much of an impact your inner work is doing for you. You're going to surrender to your own soul's path, which means you're going to speak the way you want to speak. You're going to do what you want to do. You're going to live your life the way you want to live your life. No longer like feeling obligated or like influenced. Just now it's like you realize clearly what you want to be doing and where you want to go. And you want to go as you and not as somebody that's putting on a mask. Do you see, you got the masquerade, and then you got a woman with a mask on her face. So this is very heavy energy that I'm getting, that you want to just take that mask off. The next thing I see is surrender to setting limits. Okay, with this card, I get that a lot of you guys were setting a lot of limits for yourself, a lot of boundaries for yourself that were kind of toxic and unhealthy, meaning like, I have to work really, really hard and barely have any time for myself. So you would set a limit for time for yourself, because you put work as priority, and you just set a lot of limits for taking care of you. And that was another mask that you put on, where you kind of felt trapped inside your own body because you weren't taking care of yourself. You weren't, you know, just wearing what you want to wear, just expressing yourself physically, which in the next 30 days, you're really going to be releasing that. It's a brand new, fresh start. The Fool card is fresh new beginning, a new journey. So the next 30 days, you're embarking on this new journey. You're becoming a new version of yourself. It's a lot of new energy, rebirth kind of an energy. Let's go ahead and see what other cards came up for you guys. Group number 2, stress. So there was a lot of stress in your life, and it was like you were juggling way too many things at once, and you were on this, like you were walking on this balloon that was about to pop at any time, and people just kept poking at your balloon, and you would lose your stance and you would stumble, you know. I just feel like there was a lot of chaos, like you were a chicken with its head cut off. And in the next 30 days, you're kind of just going to be like, hold on, stop poking at my balloon. I'm stressed out. This is who I am. This is how I feel. And you guys need to back off. Like, it's a lot of you standing up for yourself too. Change is coming. The next 30 days, it's a period of change. But this change is going to allow you to connect with your higher self, reactivate and reawaken all your chakras, and balance within yourself. So your feminine energy and your masculine energy is going to come together, and you're going to feel a lightness, a very light-hearted energy, which I think is something you've been really wanting. Journey by moonlight. believe in magic. The next 30 days, you're also going to visit your spirituality, and you might even explore new spiritual paths and new spiritual rituals and manifestation techniques. You're really going to explore the magic side of spirituality. And you're not going to care what anybody thinks. You're going to explore it, you're going to have fun with it, and you're going to experience a lot of manifestations because of it. So expect a lot of just magical energy in the next 30 days. Begin now. Take your first steps. If there's something that you've been wanting to do, that you've been procrastinating when it comes to your spirituality or manifesting, now's the time to plant those seeds. Now is the time to begin your candles and burning your bay leaves and doing your manifestation techniques and your rituals. Begin now. This is the time. The next card I see is embracing enthusiasm. Shout to the heavens with happiness. There's definitely rebirth coming in your life. You have rebirth here. You have rebirth right here in the butterfly fairies. Then you have butterflies right here. Butterflies are a symbol of rebirth. You're leaving your comfort zone in the next 30 days. You're really changing your vibration in the next 30 days, which is before I feel like it was a very stressed out kind of an energy, but the next 30 days you're going to tap more into magical energy and happiness energy. Let's go ahead and see what are the next cards that came up for you guys. Group number 2, we have soak in a bath. So I see a lot of you guys taking time out to relax. In the next 30 days you might take a lot more baths and just enjoy your showers a lot more. You may even make your showers even more spiritual by using essential oils and candles and incense. Yeah, you're really gonna explore water and like baths and showers, and maybe if you have a swimming pool or a jacuzzi, you're going to just really spend a lot of time there. Another thing that I see is connect with your ancestors. Your ancestors are around you. They want to help you. They want to guide you. And if you ever like smell anything, maybe you smell some kind of a scent that reminds you of your ancestors, or maybe a loved one that has passed away, don't ignore it, because that's them trying to reach out and connect with you. I would, if something like that happened to me, I would give an offering, or light a candle or an incense to be like, hey, I understand, or hey, I kind of sense that you're here. Just want to acknowledge and thank you, The next thing I see is spend time with friends. So right now we are in quarantine, but I feel like a lot of you guys are going to be spending time with your friends, quality, genuine, fun times with your friends, but it's going to happen digitally, and it's going to make your relationships a lot like different. It's just you're experiencing a different side of the relationship, where you guys are going to probably play games over the internet, Skype, talk over the phone a lot, text a lot. It's just going to be a lot more interaction, but I don't see it necessarily happening face to face, but a lot of interaction over digital media. So that was your reading, group number 2. I hope that you guys enjoyed this, and hope you guys are ready and excited for the next 30 days. It is going to be tough with the quarantine and self-isolation and all of that, but I do see a lot of spiritual growth for you guys, a lot of releasing stress energy, changes when it comes to you being less stressed and taking off a lot of masks that you had on that were not making you happy. So I hope you guys have a really great weekend. Thank you so much for watching. For everybody that picked card group number 3, or the pyrite crystal, let's go ahead and see what the next 30 days looks like for you. So the first card that comes up here is Blinded to Pain. Okay. This is one of my favorite cards, and here, let me tell you why. So this is a card saying that the next 30 days for you are going to be you taking off the blindfolds to parasites that were feeding off of your energy. So the people in your life that were taking advantage of you, stepping all over you, or just maybe just energy vampires that made you feel drained after you interacted with them. Maybe people that just complain all the time, maybe people that just criticize you all the time, that just fed off of you. The next 30 days, you get a break from them. Like, you really get to see these people and realize what they were doing to you. It's like you see clearly now in the next 30 days how these people were really affecting your energy. And from there, you're going to be letting go of a lot of toxic people in your life. And your energy level is going to change. These people that were just feeding off of your energy, they're not going to be able to feed off your energy anymore. and you're just gonna feel so much more vibrant. With the next 30 days, I really see a lot of you guys having a lot more energy and surrendering negative thinking. When people feed off of your energy, you don't have enough energy left over for yourself. You're just stuck in this low vibrational place. So I feel like the next 30 days, you're not gonna be stuck in this low vibrational place. You're gonna be like giving up, or it's just naturally going to go away. This habit of thinking negative and worry and stress and like thinking the worst, you know, paranoid and anxiety and fears, insecurities, all of these things were brought on because people sucked the good energy right out of you, and you were just left with all of their nasty energy. So you would feel negative so much. And the next 30 days, I see you getting a break from that and just really stepping away from that. The next thing I see here is surrender effortlessness. You're gonna find that life is a little bit easier without this kind of energy of like just parasitic energy sucking the energy right out of you. With that gone from your life, you're gonna just be able to breathe and have fun and relax and just play. You know, you're not gonna feel like you have to push so hard, and you're just not gonna feel like you're tired all the time, you're drained all the time. You're gonna have energy to play. You're gonna have energy to explore and experience your, you know, your spirituality and the fun aspects of life. You're really going to kind of, like it says, the art of living. You're gonna figure out what that means to you personally, you know, apart from outside influence. The next thing I see is surrender to silence. You're going to be going deep within yourself the next 30 days and just really surrendering to peace and quiet and silence. And that's something that I feel like a lot of you guys have not had for a long time, and it's going to give you so much mental clarity and so much spiritual growth. It's going to allow you to tap into your intuition and listen to your higher self and be able to hear your thoughts again. That's something that I really see heavily for a lot of you guys. The next 30 days, you guys are going to get to know yourselves on a whole new level. Morality. You're going to figure out what is important to you and what is keeping you trapped in a box. And the things that are keeping you trapped in a box, they're ending. The number 9 is death. The number 9 is death of things that no longer serve you. Then we have ripeness. So with the death of these things, you have ripe and fresh, new, juicy, plump goodness coming for you, waiting for you in the next 30 days. View from above, get the big picture. So with all these changes that are happening, you're going to get to see the bigger picture and what you truly want for your life, what you want your life to look like. You know, what kinds of things you want to experience, where you want to go after this whole quarantine thing is over, like what you want your life to actually look like. A lot of things are going to come into perspective. There's going to be a lot of mental clarity. Things that are important to you are changing. The things that you value are changing. Your priorities are changing. The next thing I see is fogged in. Go slow and take your time. The next 30 days, you're not going to be rushed. So another thing that I see is a lot of you guys were very busy. You guys lived a very busy and hectic lifestyle. In the next 30 days, you're going slow. You're going to take your time. That busy, hectic lifestyle was keeping you fogged in and just causing a lot of negative energy and also drained energy, and just allowed a lot of people to just suck the energy right out of you even more, because when you're fogged in, you can't think clearly, you know, you have a hard time speaking up. It's just a lot of blockages. So I see in the next 30 days, you're going to be actually working through a lot of your blockages. Let's go ahead and see what the last 3 cards for you guys are. Group number 3, beauty rituals. So the next 30 days, a lot of you guys are going to be focusing on your physical health, your physical beauty, which means maybe a lot of you guys are going to be painting your own nails, giving yourself pedicures, you know, using oils, essential oils, lotions, you know, taking more baths, just really taking care of your body, but in a way that's extra. You know, you're going to probably find your favorite clothes in your closet and you're just going to wear them. You know, it's just a lot of like newfound interest in your body, your physical appearance, which is going to bring you a lot of happiness, because I feel like a lot of you guys have been neglecting it and now you're revisiting it. The next card I see here is write a gratitude list. The next 30 days, you're going to be focusing a lot on the things that make you happy. And this is something you haven't allowed yourself to do for a long time. So expect that energy to come in very strong too. You might even start a gratitude journal. If you've had a gratitude journal, maybe you haven't been writing in it a lot and you're going to pick it back up again. It's just going to be a lot of gratitude energy being born inside of your heart. The last card we have here is dance. So a lot of you guys I see are going to be moving around a lot, which means dance is one way you could move around a lot. Cleaning, cooking, you know, walking your dog around the block, if we can still do that. But a lot of just movement energy. And I feel like a lot of you guys were stagnant. Not just physically stagnant, but also like spiritually and emotionally just stuck. And there's movement. The next 30 days, expect spiritually, emotional, and physically a lot of movement for your energy. And that's another reason is because these people are not sucking your energy dry anymore. Now you have the energy to move around and move around for yourself. So a very beautiful next 30 days that is coming up, even with quarantine and self-isolation, everything that's going on. Spiritually, it's going to be very beneficial for you. I hope that you guys enjoyed this reading. Thank you so much for watching. I'll talk to you very, very soon. For everybody that picked card group number 4 or the Labradorite Crystal, let's go ahead and see what the next 30 days looks like for you. First card we have here is Bride in a Cage. All right, so the next 30 days. What I'm getting is like a lot of you guys had dreams that you felt like you were put in a cage and you weren't allowed to make these dreams come true. Or you just felt trapped to the point where your dreams would never come true. And the next 30 days, I feel like it's gonna feel like a different kind of entrapment, like a different kind, like with isolation and quarantine going on, it's going to be like a different kind of feeling trapped. But I get this feeling it's gonna be a blessing because you're just gonna be like, you know what? This is nothing. Like, okay, I have to stay home, but this is nothing compared to the way that I was feeling trapped before. And you're really gonna allow your inner, you know, that inner bride that you know, brides, they dream of that moment. They have so many plans and so many things they want to accomplish on that big day, you know. And I feel like you were that. You wanted to accomplish so much and you had dreams and goals that you kind of shut yourself off from it and trapped them in a cage and put them away somewhere. And the next 30 days, you're going to, it's reawakening. You know, your dreams, your passions, your goals, it's the reawakening. Your life is being put back in perspective. And now you're just like, you know what, I'm going to take out that bridal gown, I'm going to put it back on. And bridal gown, in your case, could be like, you know what, that's been my dream for so long. I want to work towards that. Like, I actually want to manifest it. And you're just, the next 30 days, it's a lot of that kind of energy, just epiphanies, enlightenment energy, light bulbs going off in your head where like, you know what? That's what I want from my life. I can't believe that I let go, or I can't believe that I stopped pursuing it, or I can't believe I stopped trying to manifest it, or I can't believe that I set a limit on myself that I could never have it. It's a lot of that kind of energy where you're just like, you know what? Why did I tell myself no all this time and put myself in this cage and taught myself that I can't have it? So you're coming out of that kind of a cage that you put yourself in, which I think is a really good thing. The color pink here is actually very symbolic of beauty, of release, of gentle and kind healing energy when it comes to love, when it comes to your love life. So this could be self-love, your partner, you and your family, you and your friends. It's a lot of healing of love too, that's coming with this journey that you're going to go on in the next 30 days. The next card we have here is Surrender, Rest, and Sleep. So a lot of you guys had busy lifestyles too, just like group number 3. And it's time in the next 30 days, you're going to start to give yourself that time to take a nap. You're going to give yourself that time to take a break, to rest and relax and not feel bad about it, not feel guilty about it. That's another thing that I feel like you trapped yourself into thinking that it was not okay for you to rest and relax and sleep and nap. But in the next 30 days, you're really gonna rest your body. You're really gonna rest your mind. Surrender to joy. I also see in the next 30 days, this period of going within is going to allow you to feel joy again. It's going to allow you to see your life in a new perspective. It's going to allow you to just cultivate, like, joy just pours out of you within yourself. You don't have to actively try to make yourself happy. It's just you wake up and you just feel it because of the rest you're getting, because of the way that you're freeing yourself. The next card I see here is moment to moment. You're going to start to live your life in a way where you're present right now. A lot of you guys were living either in the past or in the future, and it was causing a lot of anxiety and stress, and you guys were compromising a lot because of it. But this next 30 days, there's not that compromise energy that you felt, where you felt like you had to give up something and give up a piece of you, right? And trap yourself into something because you're compromising. Now you're just going to be free, and you're just going to dance, and you're going to live moment to moment and just enjoy this newfound energy that you're going to have of being rested. Let's go ahead and see what other cards came up for you guys. Group number 4, comparison. The period of you comparing yourself to other people is also going to change. You know, sometimes we see like celebrities or social media or TV shows or whatever, and it really influences us. It takes a toll on us and impacts the way we think and the way we want to live our life, and also impacts the amount of gratitude we have over certain people or things in our own life, which I feel like you were heavily consumed with media and TV and all of these things just influencing you and bombarding your mind with how you should be and what life is supposed to look like and stuff like that. And the next 30 days, it's like you're creating your own world. You're creating your own beliefs. You're creating now, you're creating yourself. You're recreating yourself, but in a way where nobody else has an input in it. It's all you. The next card we have here is receptivity. You are able to receive guidance from your higher self. You're able to receive love from your higher self. You're able to receive love. You're able to receive good energy. Just receiving a lot of good in the next 30 days. Just a lot of light because you're freeing yourself. So that means you're freeing up the room inside of yourself for the good, and you're really going to attract it. The next card I see is completion. So a lot of things are going to come into completion this next 30 days. Maybe projects you had at home, journaling. You were going to start to journal again. I see that for a lot of you guys. Just putting the pieces of yourself back together is huge in the next 30 days. Another thing I see is reflect and redirecting your energy. Yeah. So you're turning away from some things that, the way that you were living your life before, and you're turning away from that, and now you're, adapting to a new life, and you like it because it's something that you're creating by yourself, Then we have walk in beauty. So you're going to become almost like this magician. In the next 30 days, I see a lot of alchemy energy, which means, the things you try to manifest are going to come true quickly. So do your manifesting techniques and all your rituals. It's really going to come into fruition really quickly because of all the negative energy you're pushing away. You're inviting really good magical energy into your life. Connect with earth. And so you're going to be connecting along with earth energy. I feel like a lot of you guys are going to be spending time outside of your own home, maybe in the front yard, the backyard, doing gardening. You guys are going to be working with plants, taking care of plants, maybe growing your own garden, creating things with wood, just grounding your energy, feeling yourself in this physical world, not feeling so lost and airheady, just because sometimes with a lot of very heavily spiritual people, it's hard to connect back with our physical world. And so I feel like that's something that was also going on with you guys, that you guys are connecting back with the physical world. And hence why you're going to be able to manifest so quickly. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll talk to you really, really soon. Bye.